Hi, everybody. That's kind of a tough act to follow. At least you know your shit. I'm Chris Williams from the Gates Foundation, and this is Dulai Kone, also from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Good evening.
So you've heard tonight from Rose George about why we need to reinvent the toilet, and we've heard from Jack Sim about how to really get people excited about toilets, but we haven't yet heard how we're going to reinvent the toilet and what the toilet of tomorrow looks like. So we'd like to spend a few minutes talking about some ideas for reinventing the toilet that the Gates Foundation is exploring with some mad scientists and some of its grantees from around the world. Ready to do that?
Sure, happy to do that.
All right. So we're going to first review some key numbers that we need to consider as we talk about toilets. So, Dulai, the first slide we have up here is 1 out of 3. Can you tell us what's the significance of 1 out of 3?
I think we're all familiar with this picture. This is what we know here in Seattle. So in places like Seattle, we think this is the gold standard solution for sanitation. But it's been around for 200 years now, and only 1 out of 3 people have access to it so far.
1 out of 3 people have access to a flush toilet, so that means some 5 billion people in the world who don't have access to a flush toilet.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty amazing. Let's go to our next slide. 2 out of 5. What's the significance of 2 out of 5?
That's another important number, yeah. So you've heard from Jack Sim and Rose George. 2.6 billion people in the world don't have access to safe toilet. So this is 2 out of 5 people. 2
out of 5 people don't have access to safe toilet.
They don't have access to safe toilet, and these toilets are really unsafe, and they can spread disease.
Okay, let's go to our next number slide. 1 out of 7. Tell us what this one means.
Yeah, I think Jack Sim presented something similar on the road, and here you see the same people on the canal. This is about 1 billion people in the world who don't have any type of toilet at all. So they poop in the outside, and experts call this open defecation.
So open defecation for more than 1 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
All right. So these figures raise an important question, which is why is it that so many people don't have a flush toilet around the world?
I think people don't have the flush toilet simply because this is too expensive. So in a city like Seattle, this costs $1,000 per person to build and maintain a sewer line which goes with it, and the wastewater treatment plant, which should be also connected to it.
So $1,000 per person.
Yeah.
I don't do math, so I have my cheat sheet here. 300 million people in the U.S. So let's take this as a U.S. figure. That means it costs us $300 billion a year to maintain our toilets. That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. And not everyone can afford it, and the poor people in the world cannot afford it, and many poor cities in the world cannot afford this solution.
Okay, so some more numbers here. 3 billion people in the world live on less than $2.50 a day, which means that 2 out of 5 people make less than $1,000 in 1 year. So that means this $1,000 flush toilet is completely out of reach, completely unaffordable.
This is completely out of reach, yeah.
So if we're going to make toilets affordable to everyone, how much do toilets need to cost?
That's a question that we've studied a lot. So our research shows that if we really want to make toilet accessible to majority of the people in the world, it has to cost 5 cents per person per day. That's what majority of the poor people in urban areas, rural areas are willing to pay to access this toilet.
5 cents is not a lot of money.
It's not a lot of money.
So how can we do toilets for 5 cents per person?
That's where the magic comes in.
The magic.
Science.
Tell us about the magic.
Innovation, new technologies, brilliant scientists in the world. That's where we need now to start thinking. For the moment, we treat our crap like crap, but maybe we should start thinking differently.
Treat our crap like gold, perhaps?
Exactly. I think you've seen from, or heard from the previous presentation that there's already enough good stuff in there.
There's good stuff. I mean, I can practically smell that slide from here. But there's good stuff in crap. So I actually have a little list here of some good stuff that comes from human waste. Clean burning natural gas.
Yeah.
So, okay, not really surprised by that one. Cheap fertilizer for crops, hydrogen for fuel cells,
Yeah.
valuable minerals like phosphorus that can be used in manufacturing, biodiesel, very popular here in the Pacific Northwest to run your car. So we've got quite a list here.
And there's much more.
Yeah,
Much
it
more
seems
options.
if we can get value from our crap, we can reduce the cost of processing our waste.
Yeah, and that's how we can really get the cost down because we can save a lot on processing waste. So we will not be processing waste, but we'll have a toilet which really produce
Okay.
good.
So let's talk about a few of the Toilet 2.0 concepts that you and your grantees at the Gates Foundation are considering. I see here that you're working on something called plasma gasification. That sounds like cutting-edge technology.
Not really, Chris. You have a microwave at home?
A microwave. Yes, I have a microwave.
So that's the microwave system that we're exploring. So with this technology, what you can do is you heat up everything at very high temperature. So whatever is there is transformed into gas, and that gas can be transformed into electricity. So with a self-charging battery, you can power the same toilet for the next person coming, and you can power other devices at your house.
Interesting. So let's talk about another concept, hydrothermal carbonization. Can I find that in my house?
Sure, this is the pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker. I watch the Food Network. I've seen pressure cookers all the time. So you're saying that we can cook our crap?
Yeah, same. Yeah, you can cook it. I mean, you heat it up again, and at high temperature. So you kill all the pathogens, and you can recover something which looks like this, and you can use it as, fuel source, actually.
So you've got, you pressure cook the poop,
Yeah.
and you get some kind of waste that's kind of like this.
That's not waste anymore. That's
It's just
fuel.
a bag of
you
old
can
crap.
burn it and recover energy. You can use it as fertilizer.
Great.
Good stuff.
All right, so last one, combustion. Is there a combustion system in my house?
Not exactly in your house, but I think maybe in your backyard or on the balcony.
Sorry, I missed one of our slides, so we'll just go to that one.
So
So it's a barbecue.
it's a barbecue. Basically, you can burn, and from burning, we know how to recover again the heat as energy. What is left over can be used as fertilizer as well, and you can also use it to recover the liquid fraction.
Okay, great, fantastic. So let's summarize, and I am bad on the slides again here. There's our combustion
That's
science slide.
toilet.
That's how it all happens.
Yeah,
This is how you barbecue your poop, right up here.
Exactly. So on this one, you would flatten, the way it's worked, you would flatten it, and then it goes into the combustion chamber. And you get the liquid stuff out of it, and you recover really clean water.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's summarize this. You're saying that most of the technology we need to reinvent the toilet already exists, and in fact, we can find this technology in our homes today.
Yeah, these are things we're all familiar with. So most of these things, you can find them at home. We're also exploring other options, option of technology that we live with them everywhere.
So it's just a matter of getting our crap together and doing it, right?
In so many words, yes.
Okay, so what can the good people of Seattle here do to help reinvent the toilet?
The good people of Seattle, I think they can visit our webpage and learn more about what we're doing. They can help us spreading the word. So we are on Twitter, on Facebook, and maybe they will also aspire to a reinvented toilet, because what we're doing is really a toilet which will save everyone's money. It's not only something dedicated for the poor people in the slums. That's a technology which will also help even cities like Seattle saving a lot of money.
Hey,
Really.
Seattle loves to compost, recycle. Why not have a barbecue toilet, right?
Yeah.
So let's do a quick audience survey. We want to know which Toilet 2.0 technology you like the best. So clap your hands if you like the microwave toilet. Clap your hands if you like the pressure cooker toilet. Yeah, okay. And let's hear it for the barbecue toilet. I knew the barbecue toilet was going to win. I knew it was going to win. All right, so Seattle has spoken and they want a barbecue toilet.
Okay, thank you for the marketing. I think we know what to do for Seattle. Yeah.
Okay, so one last thing. Tell us what's happening this August.
This August, we're bringing some of these mad scientists at the campus here at Seattle to exhibit the prototype. And we will be picking the best one to discuss the next phase, which can be manufacturing and large-scale production. And so this is a very competitive process. So it's really big scientists and good prototype that would be displayed at the foundation.
Great. Okay, so you heard it here first, Seattle. Pioneers in aviation, pioneers in software, pioneers in coffee, and now pioneers in toilets. Dulai, it seems like we may have the makings of a movement here.
Yes, we have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Dulai Kone of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Thank you.
I hope you appreciate that I made not one of those jokes. All right, so things for you to take home and think about. I think we should thank a lot of people real quick here. The folks who made this run backstage, Blue Danube, the folks from Seattle Center, folks from Pacific Science Center, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, so thanks to all them. Thanks to Rose George, Jack Sim, thanks to Urvasi Dance, Peter Ali, Chris Williams, and Dulai Kone, even with their jokes. That was just fine. Lead sponsor for this, as well as for the Seattle Science Festival, is Chase Bank, and we thank them. And also tonight's Luminaries event series sponsors are the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So we thank them all very much, and we thank you folks very much for coming. Have a good night. Drive safe.